Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I am Jessica, also known as Naturally Nitty, and this is episode 280.
And I'm Allena, also known as Star Knits. I'm trying to get myself centered. There we go. Um, yeah, this is our monthly podcast. Did you already say that? Probably.
No?
Okay, it's November 7th. If you're a first time watcher, welcome. If you're a returning watcher, thank you for coming back.
So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us.
Yes. So, sorry. Um, do you have any mojo? The
I
last time we podcasted was the end of September. So it's actually been longer than a month.
I have this shawl that I'm wearing that I just finished this past weekend. It's a boneyard shawl, but I think I said bulky, but it's more like a worsted, maybe heavy an Aran weight yarn, hand spun. And instead of, I forget what the pattern normally calls for, but I did it on like tens. Um, and I guess I could take it off, but it's a little chilly in here, so I'm wearing it. But I do this basically for every boneyard shawl that I make, and I increase on both the right and the wrong side of the ends, the edges, and just follow the pattern and increase on the right side on in the center stitch. But that creates a longer wingspan. And that's why, because I like to wear it like I just had it, I put it around me like so, and then I crisscross it and tie it behind my back because it makes these like nice and long so they can tie around my back. But yeah, I just finished it. Like the end is not, well, I don't have any ends. I was like binding off, and I actually had like this many stitches that were not bound off. So I wove in the front cast on bit a little bit and then snipped it and then used that and I spliced it and then I like bound off the last little bit and I had like this much yarn at the end. But I need to block it yet, which I haven't done. But it's nice and warm and big and squishy and it's great.
That's very cool. Is that all you have?
I mean, this isn't a whip, but I was doing some darning.
Oh, no.
With the little speed weave. I didn't bring, maybe I have it around here, but it makes like little woven patches.
Yeah.
You had one, Alena, which is where I learned about it. So I did those socks, and then these ones. Those were like obviously patchwork, and these are the same color yarn, but they're like so faded out.
That's cool though.
But yeah, and let me see. Let me check my notes real quick.
Yeah, I try to darn with the same color if I have it. If not, then I just use whatever.
Right. Yeah. Like I didn't have the yellow. So I was just like, well, this one will be a little bit obvious. And then I had made this. It like popped out. This octopus out of that
Oh, yeah.
Bernat baby blanket, like the big fuzzy stuff.
Yeah.
And I forget what size hook I used. I'm sorry, maybe a J or a K. And I followed just a tiny little pattern, but it ended up being like this big, like the size of your head. It is super cute.
That's
I
cool.
gifted that to a friend of ours. Well,
How did she like it?
she squealed and loved it. She's like, she's a year younger than Chloe, but I've known her since she was a baby. And yeah, she loved it. So
that's cool.
That's all good. But yeah, I haven't really been like I was working on this every now and then I'd have it in my purse, but I just have not been knitting much, which is sad. Anyways, what do you have for
I have a lot because I'm still playing in the house cup, so I have a lot.
That's good.
I finished my shoulder season.
Lovely.
And I actually ran out of yarn of the main color yarn, which was over dyed. And then here's a picture of Jessica and I together,
We're so
both of
cute.
us wearing it. Isn't that funny?
Or
It's
awesome.
not funny, it's awesome. So yeah, I have also finished this monster. Let me find it. And I was making it for a baby gift. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what the actual baby gift. I also finished the llama, but I think I talked about that last time.
Yeah.
So that was the actual baby gift. And then not talked about or tooted about ever. So in my yarn shop where I work, there's this like naked guy, like a drawing thing. So I knit him a little sweater one night at knitting.
There's a
I
naked
didn't
guy.
talk about it to anyone, but like everyone noticed because he was naked and he's not naked anymore. And then one of the other ladies that work there, she made like a kilt and like a sash for him. And then a couple of days later, he had a beret.
It just keeps adding. That's awesome.
Yeah, and like, so I think it's funny. So I finished those. I'm looking at my thing. Okay, so I also made these two cats for a class that I'm teaching. These are crocheted cats.
So cute.
Um, and then I also made a knit cat, also for a class I'll be teaching. And then I have like so many things. I made a Slither hug and sent it off to someone in Slytherin,
Always awesome.
a comfort blanket. And I also I finished my September gnome, which I did not bring them up. I don't know why I didn't bring them up. And I finished my October gnome.
Very cute.
And this is with that. This one is the fractal spun of the sample along that I did a while back. So that I finished. Okay, where else? What else do I have? Monster, September gnome, knit cat, tiny cat, cat. Oh, I didn't put my October gnome. I'll have to put it on there and link. The September gnome I can find. It looks similar. It's just a different version. Let me find it.
You are making all the things.
I know. And all of it seems to be toys, which is really funny, actually. But after I finished my November gnome, oh, this one was my September gnome. He was spun as is. He was the spun as is fiber.
Okay.
Of that sample along. So when I finish this gnome this month, it'll be the fourth one. So I'll have done all four, and then I'm going to set them all together so you can see the difference in the spinning and the color. Just because I'm a nerd that way.
Oh, so it's November. So you've almost done a whole year of gnomes, right?
Yeah, isn't that cool? I have one more month after this.
That's crazy.
Oh, and then last year, my pastor texted me and asked me if I could make this ugly sweater. And I don't know if I talked about it last time.
I'm pretty sure you did. Well, a while ago, but yes, I remember.
I'm trying to find the picture of the ugly sweater. It was basically that guy from Third Rock from the Sun. He's wearing like this ugly crocheted sweater vest. And he's like, can you make this but more horribler? And I was like, challenge accepted. And then I got all the yarn is free, or I had it in my stash for years and years. I didn't buy any of it. And you guys, I think it's way horribler than he thinks.
I'm excited for this.
I'm almost ashamed. So I finished it, obviously. This horrible, I think it's going to be a crop top. So
that's great.
How horrible it is. Can you see that?
That's awesome.
Okay, so look at this one. It's an owl, and I used yarn with fun fur, so it's like and then I like made a cat one and it
That's
has a
great.
little
That's
tail.
cute.
I know, it's almost like so ugly, it's awesome. But all the yarn I got from like the give and take table or it was like free.
Nice.
And then here's the back. It's just horrible. And I guess he could wear this as the front and the owl and the cat on the back. I mean, it's totally reversible. But it's like, I think it might be a little bit too big. And it's definitely way too short because he's like, I think he's probably as tall as Joe.
That's so funny.
Um, so yeah, I finished it. I have to take pictures of it and I have to make Andy try it on. Bella tried it on and it like was hilariously horrible.
Have you showed it to him at all? Like texted him a picture or anything?
No, I texted him that I finished it. Maybe I should. I'll text him. I'm going to give it to him on Thursday.
So
I have to take it into my Wednesday night knitting group because they were like, you need to show us this.
of course.
Like, you guys, it's so horrible. It's so horrible. Like, it's horrible.
It's great.
Like, I'm almost ashamed. Like, please, please.
Like, don't mention me when you say where you got it.
Exactly. Anyways, but I finished it and I'm going to take a picture of it and post about it on Instagram and everything.
That's awesome.
I'm going to make Andy wear it for that. So anyways, I finished that like just last night. I sewed in the ends. Yeah, and that's everything that I finished in the last 30 days since we podcasted. I think it might have been 31 or 32 days.
Amazing.
Okay, it might have been 37 days. Anyways, let's move on to whips. What are your works in progress?
I actually pulled out the spice cardigan that I'm making for Joe and worked on it.
Oh, cool.
It doesn't look like much. I probably got a couple, like an inch or two done. I need to measure it because at 8 inches, which I think it might almost be there, I have to place pocket placement or something like that.
And you better finish that. If you're not turning the heat on, I'm sure he's cold.
I know. I mean, we will if it gets like really cold, but it's like, it's not that bad right now.
Yeah, because it's been getting up into the 60s here at least.
And then I had wound, I don't know if I think I talked about this on our last podcast. I had like wound up yarn, hand spun, that I wanted to make another capsule cardigan, like my golden fleece one. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last time.
Yes, I do remember.
So I had wound it up, but then I just sat there. So I oh my goodness, gauge swatched, right?
Okay.
Is good. But then I was gauge swatching, and my lighting in here is like horrid. So I'm sorry, you can't even see. I was gauge swatching the actual stitch pattern, and it like the pattern gets lost in the hand spunniness. And I'm like, do I really want to do that?
No.
So I don't think I'm going to knit that.
Can you find a similar cardigan with less texture?
I don't know. Part of me is thinking maybe I should just make a schematic. Is that how you say that?
Semantic?
There you go.
Oh, that Ruana. Yeah, that would be cool.
Out of that, because it's all like, it's just like garter, or is it like stockinette stitch and garter? But there's not like textured things. I mean, it's textured, but not. I don't think it'll get lost. It's not like a patterned stitch like this one is.
It's like a skipped garter, if that makes sense.
Right.
So you have some stockinette and then some garter ridges.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe I should do that because I like the yarn.
And I have to talk about semantics. I love it. I think I've talked about it before. It's a Ruana, which is just like a shawl with a square back.
Yeah.
And you can like wear it wrapped around. I mainly just wear it or I like pin it in the front. I love it because then like if I get like hot, so I don't really like to wear like pullover sweaters, but I love it because I can put it on and it like keeps me warm. And if my arms are cold, I just tuck them under the shawl part. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. And I thought so much that I used my coupon code for making shoulder season on it. So
cool.
I bought the pattern.
I use mine for her new shawl that she just released. I purchased the DK one because I have a couple of DK skeins hanging out, and I think that shawl would be really cool. And I was looking at my shawl collection, and I think I need to knit more shawls.
I have a lot of shawls
because I wanted to wear them. Like I like to wear them with my t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to wear it. I'm like, I don't really like any of these shawls anymore. I mean, I do like them, but I just didn't feel like wearing them on Sunday. So I need to knit more.
I know. Anyway, so maybe that'll like get my mojo back. I've been like so non-crafty lately. It's weird. Like I've been so like go.
On the last month. So when December comes around and it's time to sign up for the house cup, sign up because that will motivate you to make at least one thing a month.
Maybe.
I think.
Or it'll just put more pressure on me. I don't know. That's why I stopped doing it because I was feeling very like pulled thin.
Oh, okay.
In all the different areas.
Well, I know that, but I feel like your crafting mojo kind of went the same way.
True.
So if you have like something to like
fake points,
which is, and it doesn't have to be anything big. Like I was feeling like no mojo-y, so I started doing the gnomes, and I've been making them.
You have been
a lot, and I was like, I'll just do one gnome a month, and that'll be my project for a month. And now I'm like I had like 15,000 things that I made.
I know. I'm impressed and a little jealous, I guess. But yeah, so I think I need to make something. Is that semantics like a good purse project type of thing? Like you can knit it wherever?
Yeah. Like once you get the hang of the repeats, it's very simple.
Because I need something easy to make.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I think I'm not patterns like Joe sweater is not hard. It's color work, but like now I need to like measure and do stuff. And I'm just like, that one's a little more tedious. I should finish it though. He does deserve that, I guess.
It can be warm, I guess. No big.
But yeah, so that's I don't know where I put my phone.
So
no,
any other whips?
Not really.
Okay. So I have a whip that I remember I was working on my brioche land, which is my brioche shawl that I was working on, and then I had to rip it back. Well, I ripped it back and then I knit back up to where I was. So I'm
so pretty
going forward again. So the pink is hand spun and the gray is Leading Men Fiber Arts. And I just love this. It's called Brioche Land is the shawl pattern. So yeah, and I like it.
Is it just going to be a triangle shawl?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just like, so a lot of the brioche is like leafy and I mean, so I like it, but sometimes I'm kind of like, eh. So then I saw this pattern and it's kind of like an 80s or 60s like lava lamp look. So that's why I picked it because it's like not your traditional brioche that you see, which is just lines or leaves.
Yeah, it's super cool. I like it.
So that's why I picked this one. So I've been working on it like slowly. Like I want to like finish it. But yeah. And then my other work in progress, which is almost done, is my November gnome, which I say he's almost done because it goes really fast. And this one is, I hope I have enough. This one was my combo draft. So it's kind of like a bulky. So I like did the hat way shorter repeats because I'm like, I'm going to run out of yarn. And I still think I might run out of yarn before I finish this, dude. We'll see. So those are my only like true works in progress.
Cool.
Knitting or crochet wise. I want to crochet an octopus with the leftovers from those cats, but I haven't started it. So it's not an actual whip. It's in my head.
Cool.
So yeah. Okay. Any spinning? You spin me right round.
I was just spinning just now, but I hadn't spun since the last time we podcasted, so I'll like showcase it right here. It's just some what is it? South Down and Suffolk.
Oh yeah, that stuff you're working at Wisconsin Sheets
Yeah,
and
but
Linen.
I seriously haven't spun at all.
So I have been spinning. I talked about that mashup I was spinning last time, where I laced the flyer and I got like 900 yards out of 8 ounces, which is awesome. But I want to spin the other two braids of that same color way and get like a sweater quantity.
Yeah.
Which 900 yards would make like a crop top, which I'm not into crop tops. So then I was sitting there and my knitting store is doing a knit along for the Koza wrap, it's called.
Oh, yeah.
We had Emery from Earth Yarns in for a trunk show, and he brought a Koza wrap as a sample. And we were like all in love with it. And we were like, let's do a knit along. So we're doing one. And it starts on the 16th. And it takes like 6 skeins of worsted weight yarn, which isn't bad. But I was like looking and I couldn't decide on what I wanted. So then I was like, I'm going to see if I have any handspun. So I was looking at my handspun and I really don't have a lot of worsted weight handspun. Normally it's fingering or sport. That's like my default. Only because when I first started spinning, I wanted to spin sock yarn. So anyway, I didn't really have any that I wanted to knit into this shawl. So I pulled out all of my, I'm going to show you a picture, all of my green fibers that I had. And I said, I'm going to spin a mashup, unlike any mashup that I've done before, where it's all in the same colorway.
Nice.
And you can see, so the top square, this top bag is going to be used throughout all, but the top line, the two, I have it like in twos. Those are the plies, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That bag of Cormo is going with all of them. So I wasn't sure how it would work, so I got out some. I'm going to show you a picture again. Sorry, it's all pictures right now because I don't have the stuff with me. So I got out some samples. Where did that picture go? That I got from like Fat Fiber, of similar fibers that I have, which it's like Cordell, Falkland, Merino, and Cormo. I don't know where that picture is. And then, so I spun a sample up of samples. And I want to show you the picture of the fibers of what this was before. And it's because it's not my like traditional color. So I'm not like gaga over it. But I mean, everyone who sees it like loves it. But I just don't like the colors. But I will show you the because I took a picture of the so these were the samples.
Yeah.
All similar fibers. And then I spun it up and this is what I got.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I got
70s vibe.
172 yards. What?
I said it's giving me a 70s vibe.
Yeah. It's because that orange and yellow in there. And
Yeah.
then it's a true 3-ply. Like I spun 3 plies and then just plied them together. And it turned out really nice, soft and springy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can show you. But I mean, of course, my actual stuff is going to look different because it's green.
Right.
All different shades of green. But like, I think it turned out, really, really nice. Is that focusing?
No, maybe a little back.
Anyway, but yeah, I got 12 wraps per inch. And so I spun this. And then I started on the first ply.
Ooh.
So I finished that one and I am working on my second ply currently as we speak. Well, not like currently, but as we're podcasting, I'm doing the second ply because we have to finish. I have to have at least one skein to start the shawl or the wrap. So
Right.
this is the second ply half because I broke it in half and then broke it in six, and then this will be the third ply. And I should get out of these three bobbins, I should get two skeins at least, or one big honking skein that equals two skeins. I need like 1,200 yards basically. So yeah, that's what I'm spending on. And I have all kinds of fibers. I'm gonna pull out the. So the first. So the um, first ply is some of the Cormo from you, Jessica, and then I have some 21.5 micron superwash merino from Zephyr Creek, and it was the colorway I happen to love rabbits. And then I had a younger yarn, which I don't think she dyes fiber anymore.
No, she sold me all her dyes like years ago.
At all. But this was Rambouillet, 4 ounces, and it was Torchwood. And then the second skein, which I'm working on now, is the Cormo. And I have two rovings from Turtle Maid, and they're combed Rambouillet, 4 ounces each. So that's what I'm spinning. I haven't started on the third bobbin, so I don't know what those ones are. I mean, I know what they are, but I don't have them with me. I mean, I have some with me, but I think the tags are in the other bag. But
right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm spinning.
I think that's going to be an awesome mashup. That's
yeah, and I was like, oh, this is great. I'm gonna just use all of my greens because I want a green sweater. So that's what I did.
very cool.
All right. Any binging going on?
No.
Oh, wait, any weaving?
Not any more than what I had. I haven't worked on it. I need to.
Okay.
Mm.
No. Have you been binging anything? No. So
No.
I have been reading a lot. I am 87% towards my goal of 300. I'm at 280 something, 2 something. Let me look. I only have a few more. So I'm using books that I actually read and books that I'm listening to get to that. I'm at 264. So I have like 30 books left to read in this year. And then I was having an Audible account that they charged me once every other month and I got 1 credit. So I switched to their Audible Plus one, which is like $7 a month, and you can listen to anything in their Audible Plus catalog, which I'm trying it out for this month to see if I actually like it. And I have been listening to a lot. Like I've been listening to the Knitting in the City by Penny Reed books, and they're pretty good. But I'm finding, so this is one thing, not that like Audible will listen to our podcast or anything, but they have their Plus catalog. Okay, so they need to like take a tab from Amazon, which they are an Amazon company, so I don't know why they don't do this. And you have like Kindle Unlimited, and you can like just search Kindle Unlimited and find it. But like their Audible Plus is so hard to look through. I don't know. And it kind of annoys me because the way it made it sound like I could listen to anything, but no, it's like Kindle Unlimited, but for Audible. It's fine. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with it. I'm going to try it for a month or two and see if it works. If I like it, like if they add enough new books that I'm interested in listening to.
Right.
If that makes sense. I don't know. Like to make it worth my $7 that I'm spending. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. So, and then I've been watching, I was on Amazon and I watched like not Amazon. Well, yeah, Amazon. I watched like all of the Rings of Power, which I really liked.
I need
But
to.
I'm told if you're a true Tolkien fan and you're like read the Silmarillion and all of those others besides The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, then you won't like it. But I really enjoyed it. But I enjoy books that are made into movies or TV shows, even if they're not like the book. So I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I liked it. Um, the Rings of Power. I then started watching. And then on Amazon, the Enola Holmes 2 came out.
I have not seen that yet.
It just came out like on Friday. So of course I watched it already. It's really good. Um, and then I forget what else I've been watching. I haven't been watching a lot on Netflix because Bella's been using it and watching Gilmore Girls, and
Mm.
we have just a one TV account right now because we are subscribed to so many things. So I just don't want to subscribe to a lot.
Right.
Um, so yeah, but then I totally binged watch on Netflix The Imperfects. It was really good. Like it was sci-fi scary almost. Not like super scary, but like sci-fi. Very like weird. I liked it. And then I'm trying to think what else. So then Hallmark and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries have switched from regular movies that I don't mind watching. And I like watching them when I'm like knitting because I don't have to pay attention to know what's happening.
Right.
Um, to all Christmas movies. And I can't watch Christmas movies yet. Like I tried to and I couldn't. So I have switched to watching like HGTV and like all the drama on like TLC and Bravo, all the fun stuff. But nothing like of importance. My new favorite show on HGTV is called Help I Wrecked My House. It's amazing. If you haven't watched it, you gotta watch it. It's great. Anyways, but that's all that I've been binging. So
We haven't, I don't know, we just haven't really been binging any, or I haven't been binging anything. Chloe's been like, I think watching through Liv and Maddie again or something. Like that's like something we'll put on when they have to like, I don't know. They've had a lot of homework and stuff. So like we haven't like had the TV on when people are around and stuff and sports and I don't know. It's been crazy.
yeah, I mean, sometimes I just need to like not think. So
Yeah.
I'll put on TV. Though I have like TiVoed a lot, like the Equalizer. I have like we have TV and we have like a DVR that came with the package. So I've been using it a lot. So I started subscribing to Equalizer 911, and then the new Quantum Leap, which I am really enjoying, and
Ooh.
Ghosts.
I remember that from way back when, hey?
Yeah, so they brought it. It's like totally new, but it's like based on like they talk about the old one. It's
Okay.
really cool. I really like it. So I have those on record. I think I have two of them to watch, and then on PBS of all places, they have like Masterpiece Theater. They had this show called Magpie Murders, and I happened to watch it like a couple of Sundays ago. I watched it live, and so I just had it record the whole season so I can watch it. I think it's a BBC. It must be a BBC show.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, so it's like this author is writing a book, and you're seeing the book as it's going. Like this editor, she's like reading it to edit it, obviously, and so you're seeing that, like you're seeing the book, and then you're seeing like the real life person, like her. She goes to talk to the author because it ends and there's like a whole chapter missing and she finds his dead body. So then that's how the first episode ended, and I haven't watched the second or third. So it's like figuring out the real life murder mystery and then figuring out the book mystery because it's like you're seeing the book.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So yeah. And like he probably and it's just interesting. It's just very interesting. Magpie Murders. It was on PBS Masterpiece Theater. So
Sounds
for
cool.
Sunday nights. Okay, so that is all that I've been binging, which is a lot. I know. So yeah. Anyways,
Fun, fun.
randomness.
I went to a crafters retreat this past weekend, which was wonderful, and I barely did anything. Like that's where I darned my socks.
That's
And I
cool.
finished this and I worked a few rows of Joe's thing. But like I basically just sat and ate and drank coffee and talked with my friends. Like it was needed, but like I didn't like normally I go there and I like get all these things done. And I didn't. And it was okay. But
So you were using the retreat part of that.
right. It just felt real. Actually, one of the staff's wife is going to school to become a masseuse. So they were doing their practice hours on us. So we got to have a massage. It was fabulous.
That sounds fabulous.
I know. It was great. But yeah, so that was nice. But then I got back last night and I don't know, I went to bed early, even with the time change, like I don't know. I mean, I'm up early. I get up at 5, so like I don't know. I just don't stay up late and I don't have my TV time. Like I normally was like a night owl, so I'd like stay up and that's when I would watch or do my shows and stuff. So I don't know. Life has just been crazy.
Yeah, I totally understand.
But anyways.
I had a WAFA sale, like a live sale.
Mm-hmm.
And did I talk last time about sponsoring the Down Cellar podcast's Pigskin Party?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Maybe?
So I am sponsoring the Down Cellar Studio podcast's Pigskin Party. My company, not me. My company. Starnitz is sponsoring it. And I'm a Pro Shop sponsor, so I was able to make an exclusive item. And so I released it last weekend, the last 2 weekends ago, I don't know. Whenever it was, Halloween weekend, I had a live WAFA sale. So I released my bag and it's my new bag. It's like called Grab and Go Clutch.
Super cute.
It's made from canvas and it has like a zipper, obviously. And then it opens up and there's 3 pockets. So there's 2 big pockets and then a little pocket right here.
I love it.
It's all canvas and it's just this little clutch that you can just grab and go. So I released that. That was, I think, why some of my October was busy. I was like making it. But while I was there, as you do, when you're logging in, you watch other people's shows. And I just got this in the mail today. I haven't even opened it. So I kind of fell down that fiber hole. And I ordered from a place called Esther's Place. Oh, look, it's all falling out. Okay, so this is Rambouillet. It's like this beautiful black and gray.
That's
and
great.
Then this dark teal, also Rambouillet.
That's beautiful. I love Rambouillet.
This one's called Cave Seeker. This black one's called Deep Night. And then I dropped all the things. Oh, and I have one more. And she sent some tea. And then here's the other one. So I was like attracted to her her greens, but I was like, I just am now spinning all my greens up. So I bought teal instead.
So different.
It's bluer.
It is.
But I got this one because it kind of like has like some teal in it.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. Are you mashing all that up? Because that looks all great together.
Maybe. I think I have some teals that I can mash up. Like I'm all in for like mashing up sweaters right now. But like, look how cool those look together.
Looks great.
So this is Esther's Place Farm and Fiber Art Studio located in Western Chicago suburbs. Oh, she's really close.
That is cool.
Offering an escape into a world of colorful creativity. They have classes, tours, and luncheons. Ooh, I think that lunch sounds good.
That sounds cool.
And they have classes and kits, all kinds of things. So yeah, they're in Big Rock, Illinois. And they're called Esther's Place. And I'm not going to, I don't really want to put her phone on there, so I'm going to cover it. But they do Esther's Place on Facebook and Instagram. So, and this is like really soft rambouillet.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes rambouillet isn't as soft as this, and this is soft. So I was excited that that came in the mail, and um, so I thought I would open it for y'all instead of saving it till next month. Anyways, I also bought some Angelina from a different thing, but that's because I today just at 10 this morning I did in also in the wool and fiber arts group I did a demo on how I wash wool. And so I was washing some of that South Down wool that I skirted the other month. So I was washing it. So I bought some of that Angelina to make like sock blends.
How's it looking after you washed it?
It's looking, it's still in the water. Like I meant to change it before we podcasted. I gotta get it out. It's looking good. It's like cleaned up really fast and it's looking like a really nice white. I did one of the white ones, not the brown ones.
Cool.
So yeah, but how is it November? Like really?
I don't know where October went.
I know. And then I have a craft show on the 19th at the yarn store. She has a craft, like a fall craft fair. So for crawl craft fairs, like I don't know if you can see behind me those unicorns. I started making some unicorns. I have some cut that I'm sewing right now.
Very fun.
Like I usually only make them like once in a while, like if I have a craft fair.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch that I cut out the other day. And I obviously sewed some. So, and I have like 5 like project bags over here that I've been sewing. So I have like a lot of stuff that I need to do. And it's like in 2 weeks. And I have like ironing I need to do, which I have like the heat press. So, but yeah. Actually, I'm pointing over here, but it's over here because I took the table down. If you like looked over here on the floor, you would see like my other sewing machines and stuff on the floor because I took the table to use for my wool washing demo. So if you're a part of the Wool and Fiber Arts group, community group, you can
check it out.
Watch my video. And it's not like the only way to wash your fiber. It's just how I do it. But yeah, I just did a little demo and talked about washing wool.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, that's what my life has been. I've been like doing all the things. I feel like I've been doing all the things, but then I feel like I haven't been doing anything at the same time. I don't know.
No. That's awesome.
It's weird. Yeah. But yeah. Crazy times. So yeah. Oh, I don't know. Did I tell you the last time? I don't think. So I've been in the process of moving off of Etsy and onto starknits.net as my shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I officially did it in October. Like I don't have anything for sale on Etsy anymore.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And so I just have it for sale on my website. And getting that set up was a lot of fun.
Right.
And then like, yeah. But I have it set up mostly how I want it, and now I just have to continue to add products. I got this really cool sheep fabric that's Christmassy that I cut. I have to iron it and then sew it. But I'll have some sheepy Christmas bags. Let me see if I can find some of the fabric.
Let's say, who doesn't want sheep in Christmas?
I know. Normally, I don't do Christmassy bags because sometimes I feel like then I have it because it doesn't get out and people don't buy it all the time. I don't know, but it's not super Christmassy. It's more wintry.
It is winter, so that's like all like I mean here in Wisconsin, goodness, we have winter like for months. So
yeah, so I figured, and then I just thought it was so cute. Like, look at this one. They're both wearing the same
That is cute.
scarf, and then these ones have a blanket on. Just fun. So yeah, I gotta sew those. But yeah. Anyways, I'm just talking and talking and talking. I feel like this was the Allena show today.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm slacking.
It's okay. All right. Thank you for joining us. We will talk to you guys next month.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.